the Colts go for the sweep over the Jags as they battle in the final regular season game for the third straight year. But Indy hasn't won in Jacksonville since 2014. Will this be the year the sun shines on the Colts?
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Jaguars in this matchup, you figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after them.
Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led by their fourth-year quarterback out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Mayfield to throw it. Returning right back to Lockett.
Brent, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him. 2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Mayfield looks to throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tano Passanio gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback, former 6th overall selection from Duke. It's Daniel Jones. And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
On the handoff, Henderson. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. On 2nd down, back to Henderson. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Jones. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1st and goal from the 6.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now a handoff, Henderson. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing, Jones. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
Now, these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville.
They go play action. Mayfield.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Mayfield's throw going into the hands of Williams.
That catch good for only a couple.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Running left, it's Mixon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. Got his man, it's Williams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll give it to Mixon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyler Lockett. His
his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on. And
showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. Now a handoff. Edwards. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Max Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Jones. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
No gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. On 2nd down now. Mixon. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. There's Britton Colquitt now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds Corey Davis. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jones. It's caught. It's Miller. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
You can't block me.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down.
And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Hassan Reddick. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Fairbairn able to put this one through.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here.
On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A first down throw for Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. He takes this for 3 to the 29. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Jones on 3rd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Henderson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Come on now. Let's do this.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henderson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Matthew Ioannidis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield able to find Higgins. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Kevin Pierre-Louis drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. On 1st down, Henderson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Anderson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Henderson will try and run for the 1st. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in 1st downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a 1st down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. Now Henderson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. 50 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Myles Gaskin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Jones throwing for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Here we go.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Edmonds running out of the shotgun and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield to throw it. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. So that one will be accepted. This is Gallman. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Here's Jones on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got it to Williams. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. It's complete to Williams. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Going to the air again with Mayfield. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 2nd down at 7. Here's Mayfield. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Keep coming, baby. Keep coming. Keep on coming.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. Here's Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. And Lutz puts this one through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Throwing Jones. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? And rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. It got his man complete. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Once again, they run with Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 91 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Jacksonville, the win here in Week 18 gives them a pivotal 11th win on the year, running their final mark to 11-6. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Colts, not much more left to say except it was a sheer disaster from beginning to end as they do indeed finish 0-17. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular season, no doubt.